Now, going back to our crystal clear VoIP line all the way from Maui, Hawaii, back on the line. Sheldan, are you there?
I'm here.
Well, welcome back to the program, Sheldan. And you say that I asked you in the first hour, could we have a three-way conversation with you, them, and myself? But you say you can contact them telepathically. Can you ask them a question telepathically right now?
Sure.
Okay, just ask them for me. Where are they at exactly listening to this show? Are they in the mothership listening to the show, or are they in your backyard? Where are they at?
They're up in the ship.
Okay. Are they broadcasting the Edge through the whole ship, or are they linking it to their other ship?
Just in a recreation room where people are.
Really?
That's all.
They're
just listening to it telepathically.
Okay. But you intertwine the verbiage use of people, and I say them because I'm not really sure are they people or aliens or hybrids or what. But I mean, are they people? We got to clarify that. Are they people?
They're humans. Yes, they are. They're tall humans. The ones that I know are all tall.
Okay.
Very, 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 very tall.
Okay.
And,
you know,
blonde and dark hair, and some of them are blue and some of them are white.
Okay. Kind of like the blue guys for Intel processors?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. And whatever happened to the blue guys? I tell you what, I know one thing you don't want to see. You don't want to see the gold guys in New Orleans and Mardi Gras. I'll tell you what, we'll leave that one alone. You do not want to see the gold guys, all right? Let's just get off the colors there. But, Sheldan, okay, so if they're listening to the show telepathically, are they telepathically telling you what to answer the questions that I've been giving you?
They give me guidelines. Basically,
Really?
I answer because I've been doing this for a while, so they just guide me. If there's certain things they want said, they'll tell me.
Can you ask them telepathically if they could make some announcement of some kind or some revelation, maybe a technology release, an insight that they never have done on any other show? Could they do that for the program listening people right now?
No, they said no. They're not doing anything unusual.
Nothing unusual?
They said my mission is not about creating situations for people that are unusual. Their job is to just talk about having people understanding it from their heart energy.
Okay. Now, you mentioned in the first hour that there are sort of negative and positive energies along with as humankind evolves. Where did the aliens actually come from? Where did the first alien come from?
Well, as far as human aliens go, or human ETs, basically all came from the Vega system,
Vega,
which is far, far away from here. Roughly, Vega is about 26 light years from here.
Wasn't that the star system that Jodie Foster was talking about on?
Right. They found it very fascinating because the basic history that they've given me from the beginning is that humans were basically aquatic. Limited conscious aquatic primates that were basically moved forward at a very, very quick rate of evolution into being
You mean we were
beings.
fish? You're saying we were fish?
No, we're aquatic primates, like aquatic monkeys.
Aquatic, not aquatic.
Aquatic, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, okay.
In other words, we were swimming around, but we didn't live in jungles.
Oh yeah. Well, that's different. So
Yep.
we don't basically fit then in the ape creature, how he's kind of dragging the knuckles, and all of a sudden, as you look at the picture, he stands upright and he don't got no clothes on?
Right. Well, you could look at it that way, yeah. But they were kind of a primitive, a little more advanced than that when they actually did the genetic mutations on them.
Okay. So where did they come from? That's what I'm saying. Where was their first evolution?
Well, they came from Vega.
I mean,
which is
that's where they were. What were they before they were aliens?
Well, they were vegans.
Okay, was that farmers? Is it Atlanteans? I mean, what's a vegan?
They were
I don't know what a
very,
vegan
very
is.
primitive. They were fishermen, and they were not really into agriculture as we know it. It was more like aquatic agriculture. It was They basically lived between the shore and the waters, the different oceans and lakes and streams.
In the Vega system.
The basic area where they first came from.
In the planet, in the Vega system.
Right.
And then they turned into aliens.
Well, they didn't turn into aliens. They're aliens to us. I mean, we're aliens to them. So.
Okay. All right. You mentioned the say blue. Did you blonde hair? And then you said some are. Did you say white and some are blue?
Some are blue. Yeah.
Okay. Do any of them have large black eyes?
Well, their eyes are bigger than ours, but mostly they're not black. No. They're usually shades of blue.
Okay. Are there any alien, and I think in the first hour you actually just brushed over it and I didn't get a chance to ask any questions about it. I thought you said something about Middle Earth or
Inner Earth, yeah. Inner Earth, yeah.
Inner Earth, okay, not Middle Earth, but Inner Earth, okay. You said there's aliens down there. Are there underground bases where aliens and humans are talking right now?
There are.
Really?
Yeah.
Any particular state, any location?
They're all over the place. There's over 300 of them just in
really?
the Americas right now.
A lot of people continue to refer to strange drawings and statues, I guess, hanging wall pictures, graphs, whatnot, in the Denver airport. Is the Denver airport possibly any connection to any of these underground bases?
Yeah, there's a huge underground base underneath the Denver airport. Yeah, that was part of one of the things the government was putting together.
Oh, really? It's interesting. Okay, all right. So, I mean, have you been there yourself, or did they just tell you that there is one?
They told me that they've told me about the base, and they've shown me where the connections for it were and are.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go look around the Denver airport, people who have studied it have all by themselves figured out a lot of what's going on.
I mean, there are some very anomalous type of drawings there. I mean, nobody could make any sense out of them. I mean, some people said there's actually like something that looks like a swastika. I mean, obviously, a quick search on that, people think it's of a nefarious nature. But are there any connection at all? Is there any underground railways to this base, you think?
Yeah, sure.
There
all these underground bases that the secret government in this country has, or the secret projects people. They have all kinds of advanced systems of tubes and tunnels to interlink these systems. What do you call it? A communication transportation network or something else? That's what it is.
Do they? You think these trains may have a magnetic lift, or you think they're just the typical old wheel on a rail?
No, they have even more advanced. They have the anti-gravity technology.
Really, and so they're going from base to base. They're underground trains on the anti-grav systems.
Right, and they can reach speeds, like 2,000-3,000 miles an hour if they have to. So you can go from one. If you're on an express train, you can go from one coast to the other very fast if you have to.
Really, and of course you would certainly avoid detection. Are you suggesting that this underground tunnel was built underneath right in the United States even, and nobody knew about it?
Well, these are originally from the old bases that the original dark energy people that are involved with Atlantis had from one end of this continent. Next, they have it all around the planet. These go underneath the oceans.
Really?
This was the system that the government was allowed to tap into in the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Really?
And that started the whole process of building these underground bases. They were originally constructed in the late 50s. The original cover was as special anti-nuclear bases for the survival of various aspects of the U.S. government. And then they evolved into other things, and now they're all over the place.
Mm-hmm. So do you think some of these underground tunnels actually extend underneath the ocean to other countries?
Oh, sure. They're international tunnels.
Now, the alien connection on that, possibly if governments refuse to cooperate with them, do you think they'll go underground and try to mount some sort of resistance? Because you were saying that there are groups, obviously in power, that don't want to release the power, and they're obviously building an infrastructure to keep themselves in power. So I would suspect there will be some sort of resistance. And you mentioned about the elimination of debt.